Really? You gotta be kidding me.
So we found something super interesting on the internet earlier today. This comes from our friends over at Jalopnik. The title of the article is, "Here's How Much You Can Make Running a Company That Doesn't Make Electric Cars." Honestly, Pops, this is hilarious. I thought we'd read through it together here, but I thought the title was just fantastic.
Yeah, no, I agree, and this creates further opportunities, so that we can see how to take advantage of a market that seems to be growing, but really there's not nearly as many players as everybody'd like to believe.
So Steve De Silva over at Jalopnik wrote this. It's a short piece, but it's really quite great.
Yes.
The idea is that there are a lot of EV companies out there that haven't actually produced any cars, but their CEOs are making a
there's not a big enough bowl to make that much poop.
Yeah,
or they're also saying,
"Show me the money. Show me the money."
And the good news is they're getting the money.
So let's run through this because it is a really I can't believe this. You've got to be kidding me. So there's a company called Aptera, a 3-wheeled electric vehicle claiming up to 1,000-mile range. All good, all good, all good. The company's CEO, Chris Anthony, has no legal employment agreement with the company, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But he owns 28.5%, worth $132 million.
How many vehicles have they built? Would that be none?
Atlas Motor Vehicles. Atlas is developing the XT pickup truck to compete with the Ford F-150 Lightning, the Rivian R1T, and the Cybertruck. The company claims 500 miles of range and 35,000 pounds of towing capacity and the ability to haul 5,000 pounds in the truck bed. Unfortunately, the XT pickup also seems to have adopted Cybertruck's years delayed release schedule, Let's go on. Mark Hanchett, CEO and founder of Atlas, seems to have eschewed a salary in the company's early days. He first earned a steady paycheck from the company in 2019, 3 years after its founding, when he earned $25,000. That's very modest.
Yeah.
The following year, his pay skyrocketed to $180,000 for a total overall payout of $205,000. But where things really get fun is down here. He owns 61% of the company, which puts the total stake that he owns at over $93 million in compensation. Again, they've produced
0 vehicles, but here's the real kicker, and the thing that you have to realize is that on paper they're worth a lot of money. On paper, but you got to get somebody to buy that stock, and it's not publicly traded, so it would be privately traded. So you got to find somebody that's going, oh yeah, I got $100 million. I want to invest in something that hasn't produced anything yet. Yeah, sure.
Igor's asking if you can buy in. So I mean,
no, maybe. You cannot, Igor. You have to buy a Genesis store. Damn it.
There's a couple more on this list. At Faraday Future, the CEO, Karsten Brightfield, he signed a 3-year employment agreement with a $2.25 million a year salary and a $1.2 million signing bonus.
Wow.
Faraday has not produced a car yet. Lordstown Motors. Lordstown, this is great. Lordstown, the CEO makes $250,000 a year in salary, but he owns over 25% of the business, over $1 billion in value. But again, someone would have to come in and buy Lordstown, but there are plenty of people I think who might be interested in that. We've got Nikola here as well. There's a company called Workhorse. It's just a laundry list of EV founders and executives who worth a lot of money.
Really? You gotta be kidding me.
Okay, Kelly. So we recently, back on the YAA community, we were exposed to, from Alex, the Alaska Sound guy, the most egregious dealer markup we think we've ever seen. And I want to pull it up on the screen here. This is at Mercedes-Benz. You can see it on the screen. I'm not going to necessarily name the dealership. It's a G63 AMG, Little Heart.
My God.
Brand new. $178,000 is the manufacturer's suggested retail price. And I agree, Kelly. The window edge of $199 is just, it's crazy. Like, I can't believe that they did that. A market adjustment of $125,000, taking the total price to $303,000.
Wow.
Really? What do you guys say it?
Yeah, I'll say it. Really, you got to be kidding me. And it's not the $125,000 that that gets me. It's the fact you would have the nerve to then charge $199 for window edge.
That is interesting.
I think you're being way too kind.
I think I am too.
So,
Wow.
Kelly, we obviously, I think we do a really good job because my dad spent 40 plus years in the retail side of the business. I was raised and we were able to go on a family vacation most summers when business was good because of that lifestyle my dad was able to provide by being in the auto industry. Like, I get it. And we don't position ourselves as adversarial towards dealerships as well. But when you see stuff like this, what goes through your mind? We're trying to empower these people to go have a positive experience. What does that say to you when you're seeing $125,000 markup? That's like an 80% dealer markup, essentially.
Yeah, I mean, that is highway robbery is the only way I can explain it. I mean, that's greedy. That's not a way to conduct business.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds like fun.
Really? You gotta be kidding me.
Okay, great. So we had, and this was chronicled over here on Jalopnik, and I also, of course, as a millennial, had to go ahead and make a TikTok out of this. But a Bronco reservation holder tried to go up against a Ford dealer over a markup and lost. Essentially, what happened here, and it's really not fun. Essentially, what happened here is someone ordered a Ford Bronco, and thought that by receiving the web printout, the web-based dealer ordering sheet that was signed, that they had a signed buyer's order. They didn't. When the vehicle came, when the Bronco came, the dealer jacked the price up. So what this person, Shermanator, did is he posted to a Bronco forum online. What ended up happening is there were a ton of negative reviews left by other people on the forum for this dealership. Dealership didn't take too kindly to that, and ultimately it sounds like, although it's not explicitly said in the article, sounds like they probably put some legal pressure on Shermanator and said, hey, you better get those taken down. I don't know what you're doing, but not only are we not selling you this truck, but you're going to get in some trouble as well. Long story short, Shermanator did not buy his Bronco because the price got jacked up. They sold it to someone else at that jacked up price, and all of the negative reviews had to be removed. This is car buying in the 21st century.
And Shermanator's first mistake was not getting a buyer's order listing the pricing with any caveats as to whether or not there could be any price increases from the manufacturer in the MSRP, and then having that buyer's order signed by a dealer representative, a sales manager, general sales manager, or general manager, and he's signing it himself. A build sheet is not the same thing unless you get a breakdown of the pricing and the fees, and the dealer personnel signs it, one of the managers signs it, and you sign it. But without a buyer's order signed, all you've had is a conversation, and the conversation ends up in an argument when the vehicle comes in and they go, well, the market is that these are worth $10,000 more than MSRP. So if you want this car, you've got to pay us that money. And do yourself a favor, get that signed buyer's order so you don't have to go through this at the end. Really? You gotta be kidding me. But that, even though it's in this segment of really, you got to be kidding me, it's really, I can't believe you did it. I am so damn proud of you. It's just unbelievable. Yesterday, Zach ran his first half marathon ever. And it was the furthest he's ever run. And really, like, for me to run 13.1 miles, or hell, make it 13.1 feet, it would have to be because somebody's chasing me with a gun. Okay. But there wasn't anybody chasing him other than other runners. And so Zach I'll
show the sign.
Yeah. Zach's girlfriend, Laura made the "Yeah Buddy" sign that I held up. God bless her. She's a sweetheart for doing that for me. And we were there to cheer Zach on. And he went a lot faster than we thought he would. He finished the half marathon in 1 hour, 37 minutes, and 48 seconds. which I'm happy to report is his personal best. He did a personal best yesterday because, well, it was his personal first. But God bless him for having done it. He showed that when he puts his mind to something, that there isn't anything that will stop him from reaching his accomplishments. And this goes back, just a quick story, if I may, Zach, to when we moved from Arizona to Maryland I guess you were going into your freshman year in high school. And how's the best way to put this? Your mother and I were very concerned, so we never said you were fat. We always said you were, well, he's a little husky. Okay, he wasn't husky, he was fat. Okay, the truth can come out now.
Overweight.
And fat.
No,
okay.
Overweight. Let's stick with the word.
Okay, he was overweight. Okay. And Zach decided in freshman year that he was going to start going to the gym and he was going to transform what he looked like. And we took pictures and he kept a journal from every day that he went to the gym. And he went from this overweight young man to a physically fit, completely transformed his body, and used that as inspiration to go run 13.1 miles yesterday. So I could not be prouder of this guy. So there you have it. It's not a really, you got to be kidding me. It's a really, God bless you. I can't believe you did it. There he goes, ladies and gentlemen.
How did he do that so fast?